Hi, I'm Nat Levan, and I'd like to introduce you to Ferns. Ferns is a card game that I designed with T.C. Petty III. It uses a 50-card deck and has the feel of classic card games like Hearts or Spades, but it's more than just a variant on trick-taking. Cards are numbered 1 to 10 in 5 different suits. There are little dots below the number, used to break ties between cards of the same rank. The suits are used at the end of the game for scoring sets. Because it plays so quickly, rather than just sit here and tell you the rules, I figured I'd show you what it's like to play through an entire hand. Everyone starts with a hand of 9 cards. Everyone's going to choose a card, play it face down to the middle. You reveal them and place them in order by number, breaking ties based on dots. Everyone is then going to play a second card in front of them and reveal them simultaneously. Now, the player with the highest card played in front of them takes the highest card from the center, middle card takes middle, and lowest takes lowest. Your goal is to get the biggest difference between the card that you play and the card that you take. And repeat this 3 more times. Playing cards to the center, playing cards in front of you, and distributing the center cards, keeping the pairs together. It's easier if you put the higher number on top when you take a card, but it doesn't really matter because you'll be counting the difference at the end. So at the end of the game, you'll have 8 cards in 4 groups of 2. The last card in your hand is going to remove all cards of the same number that you collected. So in this case, I had a 6, and I flipped over any of the 6s in my the cards that I had collected. Then for each group that remains, you're going to score points for the difference. So the 9 and the 4 there, that gives 5 points. For the first group where I had a 9 and a 6, that's worth 9 points because there is no 6 anymore. The 6 is effectively 0. Anything where you've gotten rid of both cards, that's also going to be 0. Finally, you're going to take a look at all of the icons you have left, excluding any of the flipped cards, and score a couple different bonuses based off. There's number of suits that you have at least 1 card, number of suits that you have more than 1 card, and the number of cards in the set of your largest suit. What I really like about Ferns is that it has the ability to surprise you. You can be playing a hand and think you know what you're going to do, and then all of a sudden things don't go your way and you have to change strategies on the fly. And I think having those little moments where you have more control than you expected to have, but less control than you wanted to have, are really where the game shines. One of the great things is that once you feel like you've mastered the game, there are a lot of ways that you can just switch up the rules and keep it fresh. Little variants that you could add into the rule books. Instead of adding points for difference between cards, you lose points instead, and all of a sudden you go from having kind of a friendly, casual game to something that's a little bit thinkier, a little bit heavier for people who are more experienced at it. And it's the exact same game otherwise that fits in the same box. If you have any questions about this game, Please reach out to me on Twitter at natlevan or via my email. Thanks for taking the time to learn about ferns.